Hello, so today I'm going to be showing you Toddler's TBR for this week. These I quite like the pretty books, they're quite interactive, which he really likes. So this is just different words, and each word, the picture is generally quite textured, so that's great. Next one is Spot Says Good Night. He's not great at storybooks at the moment, but I quite like this one. It's kind of like a building routine for nighttime. So it's got flaps, you can see it's quite worn. I think he's ripped a couple of the flaps. Okay. But yeah, it's quite a nice one. Got that. Quite like that, so I enjoyed. The next one is Little Blue Truck. I tried to read it to him because likes the pictures, he doesn't really like me actually reading them. But yeah, it's a nice little story with cool pictures, so it's quite nice. The next one is just like a number book, but it's like a slidey one. So it's just numbers, Slide and Seek by DK. It's quite cool, fairly straightforward, just standard one, and then it's got like sounds that you say all the way to number 10. So that one's a pretty good one, we read that numerous times. The next one I really like, this is Roald Dahl, we like Roald Dahl, but Roald Dahl numbers. So the reason I like this is because the numbers have like cut out bits again, but this time the cut out bits are like, so you can draw the numbers, so like you've got one and then you can put your finger in, you can actually like, it's like pre-writing skills. I can actually show you a bit. So it's like the inside, so it's got number one and you kind of put your finger there, and then you go up and down, and then that's like for all of the numbers. So it's got the dots where you can do that, and then, so that's really good for obviously learning the numbers. The next one I have is this little monster. I think he had this little unicorn, and there was another one he had, dinosaur, this little dinosaur. He had, it just goes through like, you know, it's kind of like this little piggy, but monster version, and it's quite cute. It's like, the series is basically just a bunch of kids who all go to the same nursery, and they just do little things, and each page it's got a little bit of a rhyme, and then you can count the children, and then it's got them at the bottom with the numbers. So it's really quite a lot with that one. So I do quite like that one. And it's really diverse. It's really good if you want a book that has a bit of diversity, you know, for kids. So it's got, I think one of the children is in a wheelchair. You can see that. One is in a wheelchair. I think there's a couple of Hijabi mums, like different. You can see like the mums from parents from different ethnicities. It's quite cool. I do like that one. The next one is Noisy Bath Time. So it's like a little hippo having a bath and all the little bath sounds like splish splash and things like that. So there you go. So it's just like that. So slip with the that's like slip with splish. So like different bath sounds. What I was doing is reading it to him when he was in the bath. So I was, you know, reading that section, so the water goes splish, and getting him to kind of splash and try and associate sounds, which I thought was kind of fun. So it kind of gives, rather than kind of sit down and read the book, it gives it a little bit of context. So I think that one's quite cool. And then his favourite book at the moment, which he absolutely loves, is the Dinosaur book. So we got this with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, which is really good if you can get onto that, if that's available in your area. Basically you get sent a book a month, a book every month, and it's all set up by Dolly Parton. This one is The Dinos on the Bus. He loves this. So it's basically like a spin on the wheels on the bus, except they're dinosaurs, and they do dinosaur sounds, so stomping and roaring, and it's quite fun. He absolutely loves this. He does the actions for every part. Yes, I'll show you what we find next time, and bye.